Hello sunshines, welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. And today is Monday, the 1st of February 2023, episode 5. How are you? I am recording on a weird day at a weird time. It is not quite 5:30 in the a.m. I'm just dropping in for a second to open the vlog because I didn't open it on Monday, and so I've had some things to say in the past couple days and I just haven't said them because I didn't have an intro. I know it's silly. It's fine. I can say things whenever I want without an intro, but I had a mental block. So the mental block was there because I was editing a video and then Monday morning I went to export it and my editing software was like, you don't own this software. And I was like, but I do. I paid for it. What's going on? And I don't know what happened. Long story short is I do own the software and I got it all figured out. So editing is no longer a problem. I actually have to edit last week's vlog. I have to finish editing that this morning. But you'll see that obviously before you'll see this. So mental block is lifted, but I'm so excited because it's the first day of February, which means it's the first day of NaNoWriMo, which is super, super exciting. It means that every day from now until the end of February, I am going to be writing a postcard or a letter or a note and either hand delivering it to a person or putting it in the post. And I am so excited that 10 people signed up for me to send them a happy mail. That is super, super exciting. If you didn't see the NaNoWriMo explanation video, I will put the link right up here. I'll put a card right up here rather. I think that I have like 25 cards ready. Like, I have people ready to go for 25 of the days. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you would like some happy mail, you are free to go check out that video. I will be closing the sign up for NaNoWriMo on the 14th. That way I don't have to keep checking and being like, oh my gosh, what if I miss somebody? So February 14th, I'm going to close that sign up for this year. But if people sign up, I will write them, even if I get more than 28. So yeah, exciting. I love NaNoWriMo so much. This is also going to be, just so you know what you're in for the rest of the week. It's conferences week. And what I learned last week from conferences week is that I can't get anything done personal because I'm exhausted the whole week of conferences. So yesterday I did just a teeny bit of knitting. Monday I did project planning mostly. I'm super excited. So it's February, started of a new month. Let me tell you my intentions for February. I plan to continue to attempt to put in 1 hour a week on my exploration station. I'm doing okay at that. Not always perfect, but that doesn't have a deadline, except I'd like it done by the end of the year. I want to do 1 repeat on the baby blanket a week. I've been doing really good at that. I would like to finish my second Heartsplosion sock. At this current moment, I have finished the cuff. So it's time to start the colorwork charts, but that probably won't happen until this weekend because I have conferences tonight and tomorrow, and then Friday I'll probably be too tired. Oh my gosh, friends. A thing is happening that has not happened in such a long, long time on Saturday evening. I'm going out with some friends to go karaokeing. I'm trying not to think about it too much because it stresses me out a little because I haven't been out with friends karaokeing in like 5 years. So I know it's going to be fine. I just feel like that's a lot. Anyway, that's a thing that's coming up. But what was I saying? I was talking about something else. Ooh, project planning. There we go. And that's why the heart explosion chart probably won't get started until sometime this weekend. Yes, that's where I was. Okay. I'm also continuing to work on the unique tube sock, with the goal being just to put some work on it at all this month. I don't need that finished in any sort of time. I'm just going to take it to work and work on it here and there. So as long as it gets worked on, there's no goal for that. It's just a pair of socks for me. The first one's finished. Yeah. And then I have plans for 3 new projects. One is a secret project. It's not really a secret though. I am going to start my Hghly YouTube hop project. I was going to say problem. That wasn't right. My Hghly YouTube project. Hghly YouTube hop project. Yes. For spring. So that is a video that will come out the first day of spring for the Northern Hemisphere. And there will be a bunch of us putting out videos about projects on that day in March. I don't remember which day exactly in March it is. Somewhere between the 20th and the 23rd, I think. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm going to start that project this month. So I will be working on a project that you won't see until March. And then I want to start a pair of gloves for my kid's dad. Yes, gloves, like with fingers. Because I made him a pair a long time ago, probably 6 or 8 years ago, and they're wearing out because he wears them so much. So I'm going to make him a new pair for Christmas. But I'm starting them now so that they can have time to get done. I would like to finish them this month, but I don't love knitting the fingers on gloves, so we'll see. That might happen, that might not. And then I intend to make a sky shard cowl out of scrappy yarns. Leftover bits of blues, so I went through my blue scrap stash and I pulled out all of my lighter blues, and I pulled out all of my really, really dark blues, and I'm going to make a sky shard cowl, and I am super excited about that. But I'm probably not going to start that I'm definitely not starting it this week. I might start it next week. Kalisha over at Quirky Monday podcast, Fibercast, don't remember, is hosting the Pisces season make-along. And that is for anything that is like Pisces season related. So watery, blue, that sort of thing. She may have. I haven't seen the full list of rules for this year. So I can't remember if in years past whips have been allowed or not. So I'm just not starting until I see the rules, which I haven't even looked for yet. So I'm not starting that yet, but I'm pretty excited about my plans for February. I'm excited to get started on them. Again, it's probably not going to happen until the weekend though, because conferences. I have been really, 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 really liking The Book of Night by Holly Black. Oh my gosh. Like, I like it so much. It's so good. So good. Highly recommend. Now that I'm past page 100, which is something that I find happens a lot for me. Like, books are fine, they're fine, and then page 100 hits, and that's where the story hooks me in, and I'm like, yes, I need to devour this book. And Book of Night is there, and I'm super excited. I'm really tempted to take it to conferences with me tonight and read, because I'm the technology teacher. Like, I don't get a lot of parents coming to me, but instead I am going to take some teacher certification work with me and do some homework. So that's my plan for conferences. I'm also taking the baby blanket with me to work on, because the pattern is fairly easy. Like, yeah, I'm going to be working on an intarsia bit really soon, but it's not hard. So I think it should be fine. All right, friends, I need to go make sure my kids are up for the day, and it's trash day, so I need to take out the recycle bin because that didn't get out last night because it is so cold here. Yesterday, it was like 6 degrees, but it felt like -5 Fahrenheit. Today it's already up to 10 degrees this morning, so that's lovely. And I think the high yesterday was like 11 degrees. I feel like when it's that cold, it should just be a hibernation day. Everybody should be allowed to just stay in their beds, in their jammies, in their blankets, and just have a hibernation day. Personal feels. It was so hard for me to like be productive yesterday at school and get out of bed. It's like, no, I just want to be in my blanket. All right. Sorry. So random. All right. I'll talk to you guys in a while. Oh, book fairs. Totally the best part about parent-teacher conferences. So these 2 are for my littlest. These 2 are for my oldest. And these 3 are for me. Will I actually read them? I don't know, because I don't tend to read the books that I actually buy for myself. I really only tend to read library books. But I know that I like these retellings, and this one just looked good. So worst case scenario, I will give them out at school, but maybe I'll read them. And I got some bookmarks for various and sundry purposes. Oh my goodness. I know books are so exciting. You're very excited? I'm very excited too. Hello, sunshines. Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. Today is Sunday, the 5th of February, 2023. How are you? I'm okay. It has been a very long week. Conferences are exhausting. And I went out last night with my sister and some of her friends. We went karaokeing, and that was so fun. I haven't seen them in like 5 or 6 years because, you know, there was like a whole pandemic, right? So it was so nice to see them, and my nose is super dry. We had some really cold days here, 2 very cold days. I feel like once the temperature is below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, that should just be a pass for me to stay in bed all day and not have to get up or do anything. But that's not the reality of how things work. So my body is really tired from those days. Days that are that cold, it's exhausting. My body is exhausted. I wake up exhausted. I go to sleep exhausted. I spend the whole day being exhausted and just trying to make it through. Today I'm kind of having the opposite problem. We're supposed to have warm weather this week, like 50s. And so that shift in barometric pressure, because it's much warmer today than it was yesterday, it will continue to do that. I've got like a headache going on. It's not quite migraine status yet, although I mean, it's not a headache, it's a migraine. It's just a low-key migraine, but like looking at anything hurts my eyes right now. And I want to sleep, but I'm not tired, so there's that. If I could just sleep through this, it would be ideal. So yeah, I have a low-key migraine. It's just like, it's uncomfortable. I've had migraines my whole life, so I don't know. It's hard to like really explain how migraines feel to people who have never had a migraine. Like for me, this is a pain level 3. It's annoying, but for someone else, it would probably be like debilitating. I'm sorry, I'm rambly. Migraine. I haven't really knit like at all this week at all. Except yesterday at the knit shop, I did work on out this blanket a little bit. So I've done about 2/3 of a pattern repeat. I have my next set of hearts in. Very exciting. My next pattern repeat has the last heart in it, and then it will just be pattern repeats. I need to do 5 repeats of just the diamonds like I did on the bottom. And then this blanket, the body will be done, and the edging, I imagine, sorry, my dog is doing a dog thing over there and it's distracting. I imagine the edging won't take me that long. It's crocheted. It's like a lacy crocheted edging. I feel like that part is going to be so fast once I get there. So I'm just working away on this blanket a little bit. I haven't touched the Heartsplosion sock. I haven't worked on the Stephen West shawl. What is that? Exploration Station. I haven't worked on that at all. And I didn't start my new projects. So I'm going to have a secret project. I'm going to have a cowl and another pair of socks. No, a pair of gloves. But I also just signed up to be a test knitter for a pair of socks. So the gloves might wait. I don't need them until Christmas time, so we'll see. But I haven't worked on anything because I didn't cast on anything to take to school with me. Or I should have yesterday cast on something to take with me out to the bar for karaokeing, because I could have knit on something easy like the cuff of a pair of gloves, but I just didn't get around to it because I took a nap after work. And I thought it was only going to be like a 2-hour nap, but then it was like a 3.5-hour nap, and I woke up with 20 minutes to get ready. So did not cast on the thing. Yeah, so not much to talk about this week. Hopefully more next week. And then I have been reading the Book of Night, and oh my goodness, it is so good. I'm going to finish it today. I have not very many pages to go. I mean, not an insignificant amount, but I need to get to page 304, and I am on page 230. So 74 pages. I feel like anything less than 80 is a really easy goal for me to meet for reading on a Sunday. I am not a fast reader. I can only read about as fast as I can talk. I used to be such a fast reader. When I was in middle school and late elementary school, like reading on a weekend where I didn't have anything else to do, like reading 4 Sweet Valley High books a day was pretty normal. I was such a fast reader. And then I had a brain injury, and now I can only process written word as fast as I can speak. So it is what it is. But yeah, there's only 80 pages to go, so I think I'm going to read this today. I don't know if I'm going to knit today. I'm really just trying to rest, because if you are not neurospicy, this might not make any sense. And if you're not an introvert, this might not make any sense. But having 4 nights out of my week where I had to like deal with people instead of just having 1 night, which is my Monday class, having 4 nights being out in people, that's half of my normal rest time, like half of my normal introvert neuroatypical recharge time that I didn't have. And yes, one of those days was a choice. I didn't have to go karaokeing, but it was really lovely. But yeah, I'm just exhausted. So I don't know what the weather is supposed to be like today. It looks kind of brightish, and my daughter, my little one, and I, we went to Big B for coffee this morning because she really, really wanted a coffee. And we didn't buy coffee things at the grocery store because she didn't want to make coffee things. She just wanted to go get one. And, you know, I don't mind. Not every week, but, you know, every once in a while going and getting a coffee with her. So we got breakfast at Big B. It was delicious. And the whole point of that story, focus, we can do this. We got this. The whole point of that story is that it felt fairly warm outside. Like, I think that it's warm enough that the snow is melting. So, yeah, there's, I thought I heard dripping. I have a window over there and I can see, dripping from an icicle. So, I think our snow is going to be gone today. So I might take myself into the woods for a walk, or I might just lay on this chair all day and read and not do anything. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to talk to you anymore. I will put in a few pictures from last night because it was so fun. It was so very lovely to go out with friends and just have a good time. And yeah, we have been friends long enough that our friendship, if it were a living entity, could buy itself alcohol, which is nuts because I don't feel like I don't really feel like I'm old enough to be an adult most of the time. Like, I really feel like, maybe not that I'm high school aged, although sometimes I feel like I'm high school aged, but like definitely college aged. So the fact that that's not true sometimes, I'm like, how old am I? Not that I would trade being 36, like I earned those years, but it's like mind-boggling that I am friends with people, have been friends with people for over 21 years. How? I know how it works, but like somehow that math doesn't math in my head sometimes. It's fine. My best friend and I have been friends for 20 years. Our friendiversary is coming up. I don't know exactly when it is, but it's soon. So, all right, friends. This migraine is kicking my butt. So I'm gonna go so I can go read this book and intermittently pass out for a few minutes at a time, because that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna like sleep. I'm just gonna close my eyes and go into not quite awake for like 3 or 4 minutes at a time to keep the migraine at this level 3 instead of boosting up into something where I can't be functional. And, you know, maybe I'll go for a walk. I think that would be nice. I haven't been to the woods at all this week, right? No, I haven't been to the woods since last weekend because too many days of having things to do. So I might go to the woods because I love going to the woods and it's very grounding. Hey, sunshines. It's a little while later. And I decided I wanted to record more things. So, hello, you. Yes, bring it in. Here, you can't stand on the things I'm recording about. I received this in the mail yesterday. I purchased it because it's the 2023 planner, and the site Passion Planner was selling their sorry, migraine brain. Let's try this again. Passion Planner was having a sale where if you bought a sticker book, you got a planner, a 2023 dated planner for free. And for some reason this year, I am really, really struggling to write in my journal. I haven't since January 2nd. And it's not that I don't want to record things, it's that there's so much that happened right at the beginning of the year that I want to write down, but I need time to process and write that. And some days I don't have a lot to write down, just like little notes. So I thought maybe I could try doing that in here. Just a little bit different way of journaling. My best friend does it, and like she journals. She has a journal on her phone where she like writes all of the things, and then she keeps track of day-to-day things in a planner. And I'm gonna try it and see if I like it, even though I've historically not been successful with planners. Whatever, I'm gonna try it. Worst case scenario is that I have a free planner that I don't use for its intended purpose. And I got this cute book of stickers, which I'm really, really excited about. I love stickers. I'm also going to be writing 2 letters today because it is NaNoWriMo, and I didn't write yesterday because yesterday was just such a full day. So I'm still caught up, basically. I just have to write these 2 cards today. And if you are a Canadian viewer and you filled out the form, then you are getting mail. I decided to go with my international correspondence first so that you could get it, in February, hopefully. So yeah, I'm doing that today. I'm also going to be sewing today. So my little tree right here now has 2 more snowflake stars on it. That's as much as the length of thread got me, and I'm good with it. I'll probably put a few more because this isn't really a big area that needs to be filled in. If I'm working on it, it'll get done, right? But in addition to that, I also am feeling a little inspired to hem some clothes so I can wear them to work. So I have this dress that had a neckline that I didn't like. So it was just like a mock, not even like a full turtleneck, but like kind of just like a little like 1-inch turtleneck thing. And I didn't like the way it was too tight around my neck. I feel I feel some sort of way about things being tight around my neck. Although I find that ironic considering the sweater that I'm wearing today. Like that sits right on my collarbone, but maybe because my shoulders are open, it makes it okay, or I don't know, but I didn't like the neckline. And, you may remember from last year that I have a black dress that's exactly the same thing. And I cut out the neckline and hemmed it down, and that worked really well. I don't have this green color in thread, and I'm not going to go out of my way to go buy thread for just one hem. So I'm just going to use black. I figure that's good enough. Nobody's going to see it anyway. Like, not really. Who's going to get that close to my dress and be like, huh, that's weird that there's black stitching there. I mean, it'll be visible, but I don't think it'll be terribly noticeable. And then I also have these houndstooth pants that, yes, I have worn to school unhemmed, but I want to hem them so that I don't destroy them. They haven't been through the wash yet. I will have to wash them eventually. If you're new here, I will show you something. So you may have seen my closet in the background of videos.
there is one layer of closet back there, this lower layer, that's like my clothes. That's where all my clothes are. But then up here, I hang up clothes that I've worn once or a few times that can be worn again. So I don't wash my clothes every time I wear them because that's terrible for your clothes. Like if they're not visibly dirty and they don't smell, in my opinion, they don't need to be washed. It's also better for the environment. And they're hung up with enough space that they can air out. So, like, if there was a little bit of sweat or something on it, it has space to air out. So, anyway, that's where my white pants have been waiting to be worn again. It's just hanging up there. So, after another few wears, I'm going to have to wash them. But when I do that, I don't want this hem to get, like, to fray out more than it has the 2 times I've worn them unhemmed. So I'm going to start hemming that today. And that is my plan. So the thing about my migraines, here, let me show you this neckline. See, I don't know why this doesn't bother me. I think maybe the dress was more like this, like more like that. And I don't like that. I like space here. I don't know why. So the longer I'm awake and trying to be functional with my migraines, the more functional I am. So, yeah. So I'm going to rotate sewing, writing, and reading, and just keep that rotation up so that I'm not working on any one activity long enough for it to, like, hurt. Because all of those activities require different types of focus, like brain focus and eye focus. So I need to change it up to make sure that I'm taking care of this migraine situation as best as I can. I mean, like, in an ideal world, I would just rest, but I don't know how to do that. It's not a thing I know how to do. I'm not good at resting. I used to be, but I have forgotten how to do that. So I'm trying to relearn how to do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to be productive instead of rest. But it's still a type of rest. Like, I'm not doing anything physically or mentally taxing today. Not really. What I need to do is do my taxes, but that's not happening today. I can't computer screen today. Okay, rambling done. Hi, friends. My migraine is still here, but it's too beautiful a day to not come to the woods, especially because I haven't been in so long. So here I am. It is sunny. It is comparatively warm. It's like 40-ish, which last week it was 20s or below. So let me turn you around. Can you see the branch? It sounds like creaking doors today in the woods because there are so many branches ready to fall. Ooh, this is the tree that I was talking about that was blocking the path last time. It's no longer on the path, but it's definitely trying to be. Oh, such a lovely day. This is what I needed after this week, honestly. I always feel better when I get some outside time. So much better. So I hope that whatever you need to make you fulfilled and recharge your batteries, I hope you get it this week or at some point this week. Make sure to take time to do the thing that makes you feel like you're filling your cup. That's this right here. I haven't knit it all today. I did read some today. I've read about half of what I need to be finished with the book.
but I think I'm going to take myself to the library after this. But definitely, whatever the thing is, take breaks from what you don't need and make sure to make some time for what you do need. So this is exactly what I need. Look at that. Oh, perfection. Oh, look. I'm sorry, ducks. I didn't mean to be offensive. I just came down to the beach area and they were sitting on the ice. But it was totally offensive. I came to the beach area to walk. I didn't know they were there. I didn't know they were on the ice. I came because they're on this log. It's like my favorite thing I've seen today. Look at all these ducks on this log. It is pure magic. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I cannot wait. A couple more weeks and baby duck season. Ducks used to be my favorite animals. Now it's penguins. I don't know why it shifted. I don't know why it was both birds. Before that it was frogs. Just in case you were wondering.